So this video is starting out pretty much identically to the past, I don't know how many, but I promise it's just a coincidence, and I already have the next couple weeks recorded, so the next video will not start with me doing squats. But anyways, today's weight was 285 pounds, and the objective was to go for 20 reps, and I had thought I'd got 20 reps, but as I progress, there's a correlation between the progress I make in the gym and my ability to count. So I only ended up getting 19. But the thing that annoys me is, I had 20 reps in my head, and if I could do more, I was just going to stop at 20. And I felt when I stopped that I had, anywhere from 1 to 3 reps left in the tank. So I definitely could have gotten 20, but my inability to count is just what really messed me up. But nonetheless, really satisfied with how my squat progression is going, doing this whole squat experiment. 285 for 19. I think last time I did it on Candido's program, I was doing it, for sets of 6, something around there. Well, I think it was 295 for sets of 6, but either way, progress. But these, on the other hand, these deficit pause deadlifts, felt absolutely terrible. My back is not in a very good position. I ended up only doing 2 sets of 2 with 295, and then I just dropped the weight because I really didn't want to risk injuring my back. So then I just did a high rep burnout set, whatever you want to call it, 225 for 20 reps, which if you ever do high rep deadlifts, it is ridiculous. I mean, talk about cardio. I actually kind of liked it in some sort of weird, masochistic way, that I might start adding in high rep deadlifts too. Maybe once I finish the high rep squats, because doing both on the same day is a little too much and it will leave you so sore that it's miserable. Then our final movement. Now this is the final workout before our deload, so pretty much everything I was pushing it as hard as we could because it's the end of the training cycle. On the left we have 405 pounds, on the right 425 for these pin squats. Both sets I got a set of 5 now. I wasn't pushing to absolute max on these sets because I wanted to see how heavy I could go on the third set. So coming into this workout, for this exercise, I had 455 pounds. That's 4 plates and a 25 on each side, and wanted to see how many I could get. Now, I wasn't disappointed, but you'll see I only got 2 reps because on the third rep, you can watch the bar bounce off the pins, and it really puts me out of place. Yeah, see right there, that little bounce got me just off track enough where I couldn't complete the third rep, but I was satisfied nonetheless because that is the most weight I've ever had on my back. What's going on, guys? It is day number 1 of the much needed deload. We're about to head into the gym now. Now, I'm not actually going to show you much of the workout. I'll show you a little bit just because it would be too boring, because the idea of it today is I just kind of go in and go through the motions. So I'm lifting a lot lighter weight. I'm doing just enough to maintain my strength, make sure I don't lose any strength, but not enough to actually cause any muscle damage or anything that I actually have to recover from. Just go in, go through the motions. Now, during your deload, this is a great time to actually, cycle off, as they say, pre-workouts, because you can build up a tolerance. Now, I still have my pre-workout here, but typically, since I make my own, it's about 7 different ingredients, and this is only 3. Now, I'm not taking caffeine, I'm not taking any of the stimulants, any of the pump enhancers, but there are certain ingredients that you don't need to cycle off. For instance, beta-alanine, which is one that I have in here. That's a cumulative effect. So the first time you take beta-alanine, you'll feel the tingles, but you won't actually get the benefit from it. You accumulate the beta-alanine in your system. The tingly feeling is it binding to your neurons. And so just like creatine, you don't need to cycle off creatine. You can take that every single day for the rest of your life, and it doesn't matter. It's just an amino acid. and that's once again an accumulative effect. So I'm taking my creatine, taking my beta-alanine, that way I don't have to, reacclimate or resaturate myself with those ingredients when I come back. But I am not using caffeine. I'm trying not to use any caffeine this whole week. That way, when I come back, I'm able to use a lot less to get the same result. But enough of me, babbling on. I kind of rant on. I'll see you guys in the gym. I absolutely cannot stand deloads. I just find it extremely boring just to go in and, not push myself. So I think for me, going into the gym and just going through the motions is a lot harder than if I was just to not go into the gym at all, because it's there and it's just taunting me. But I understand the benefits. If you guys haven't seen my informational video, I suggest you go check that out. It's the last video I uploaded, so definitely some good information in there. And so even though this is extremely boring, to watch, to do as far as deloads go, they are beneficial and they should be put into almost everybody's program just to optimize your long-term results. Alright, what's going on, guys? It's day 3 of the deload. Now, I barely filmed anything yesterday just because the deload footage is just so boring to watch, because I'm not setting PRs, I'm not doing anything exciting, and I don't feel as if I have anything valuable to add, because I already put up the informational video about deload, so I can't just redo that information on top of the boring clips. But a couple weeks ago I mentioned, I did that unboxing of, some of the supplements that I got. I mentioned I was trying a new type of creatine ethyl ester. So I kind of figured I'd talk, keep you guys updated on what I thought of that. Now, for those of you who didn't see that video, the reason I'm trying this is because a certain percentage of the population does not respond to creatine monohydrate. I think it's about 30%. And I've been taking it for a long time, but have never felt any difference from taking creatine. Now, I will say I don't know if it's placebo or if it was just, my training has just naturally gotten me, more powerful, feeling stronger. But I started taking this a couple weeks ago. I definitely feel like I have experienced a little bit of strength gain. Not much, but just feeling a little bit more powerful, feeling a little bit stronger, feeling like I could push myself just a little bit more from it. Now, once again, this could be placebo, could be just a result of proper diet and training, but I feel like it did give me a little bit extra. So if anybody else takes creatine and they feel like it's not doing anything for them, or they feel bloated or nauseous from monohydrate, I would definitely suggest getting this, once again, creatine ethyl ester. I got mine from myprotein.com. You can get it other places. I just found that that was the cheapest. I will warn you, it tastes terrible. So before I could just throw creatine in with a protein shake or just throw it in with my BCAAs, drink it intra-workout, this I have to take on its own just because it's so disgusting that it will ruin anything else. They do have capsules with it. That's probably going to be the way to go, although it is more expensive. Anyways, we have a leg deload workout today. See you guys there. Now we got a deload leg workout. This is actually the last of the deload footage. This is only Wednesday. I just really didn't want to film the rest of the days because I thought it was kind of pointless showing you a whole week's worth of deload when nothing's really happening. But real quickly to point out, typically with squats I start off with a set of 20. Now, doing 70% of my set of 20 would have still been very taxing on my body. So what I did is I took 70% of what I normally do for 20 reps and then just did it for a set of 10. That way I can make sure I wouldn't overtax my body at all, but still stimulate the muscles and, keep the motor pattern of the squat fresh in my nervous system. And then one thing that is not shown on Saturday's leg workout, typically I do those pin squats. Now, doing 70% of that would still have been a lot of weight, and I'm trying to give my joints and everything a break on the deload. So instead I just did some body weight lunges just to kind of fill the place, still get the same volume but not tax myself at all. But that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please thumbs it up. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and have a great day.